Hi Stitchers, it's Becky the Obsessed Stitcher, and it's been a while, but I'm here to do an update and show you my whips. I have 3 FFOs. 2 of them were gifts, and I've given them away, but I will insert pictures. And 1 I still have, and I have an FO. So first of all, let me insert the pictures. This first one is one of the Snowflower Diaries Joyful World Sal pieces. It is May that I've converted to a gift for my friend who is a crazy cat lady, and it was her birthday, so I took out the month name and put in a butterfly, and this is I did the flat fold using Vanna's The Twisted Stitchers tutorial, and it came out pretty cute. And then my other FFO that I gave away to my friend Amanda in England. Hi Amanda. It was a little needle book I made for her. I had this little pattern for this bouquet, and I kind of created the needle book on my own. It's not great. Vanna would not be proud of my corners on this, but I didn't leave enough room on the stitching fabric to really do that nice of a job. I'm sorry, Amanda, it's not perfect, but I thought it turned out really sweet. Not great pictures, but she has it now. And I need to make one for myself. I think it would be wonderful to have a place to tuck my needles. And so this is the FFO I do have. It's my chicken. I made a little flat fold. And you may have seen the video that Olivia and Rose and I did when we got together at Needle in a Haystack in Alameda, California. I had asked them, which was so wonderful to have stitchers, with me to ask their opinions on a couple items. So this is one of them. This pattern was a kit where you were supposed to twist or fold it around a frame and then use the fabrics to back it, but it was pretty dated, so the ladies had suggested that you make a flat fold. I had brought the cat one that I did for my friend to show them, and they thought that this would work well. So what I did was I took the fabric that came with the kit and I backed it. I didn't put the chicken on this because I just didn't think that this color looked very good against this fabric. So I incorporated it. But this fabric is really heavy, and the fabric I used on the kitten flat fold was much thinner. It was just quilting cotton, so it came out much nicer, where this one is not as pretty because of the thickness of the fabric. So there's a tip: don't use really thick fabric. It's hard to hide the folds. But it's not a gift. I'm going to keep it for myself. But I thought it turned out really, really cute. And so I want to pass the stash. I've got this chicken pattern that I would like to share. So if you're interested in, I'll do a drawing, interested in that pattern, leave that in the comments, and I'll, next time I do a video, I will give that away. So let me know if you're interested in being in a drawing for this super cute little chicken. There's a little close-up of him. I love, love, love the colors. So anyway, a FFO. So I'm so happy, and one I'm going to put on my desk. So cute. And then an FO I have is my sampler. And that is pretty much all I've been working on. My rotation went out the window. I have not touched my Eli project since the last time I saw you. I started in June on this, and I finished it last month. And one of the questions I had for Olivia and Rose was on the Home Sweet Home, the color I used at the top of the letters was so light, I was afraid that it wouldn't show up good. And so I asked them if I should outline it, and they both said, no, don't outline it. So I didn't. And now Rose wanted this pattern, so I'm going to pass the stash to Rose. I'm giving her all the original floss that came with it if she's interested, or to use it to do a color conversion on her own, or whatever she might want to do with it. I'm also sending along the numbers of the color, DMC numbers of the colors I used in this. So it turned out nice. I need to get a frame. The Organic Granny had suggested there was a diploma frame, I think it was, at Michael's that I have not looked at yet, that she thought would fit this well. So I need to do that, get it framed. I'm going to try it myself using Tara C's framing video. I've watched that to refresh my memory and have some idea of what I'm doing on that. So I will be framing that. It's coming up and getting it to my hairdresser, Janet. If you'll recall, this was a pattern her mother had, and the kit her mother had, and she passed it along to me, so I did this for her. I'm going to give it back to her. So anyway, I hope she likes it, and I'll, when I get it FFO'd, I'll either take pictures or get it in my next video. So there is that. Nice long look at that. And then the only other whip I've been working, two other whips I have. Actually, I'm going to use the back of this, is my temperature sampler, and there is another Flosstuber doing this pattern. I think her channel name is Aubrey Bree. She's a college student, and she's doing it on black, which I thought, or black or blue, which I thought was really neat to do it on a color, so that was kind of fun to see somebody else do it. Oh, hanging thread. I'm ready for, I don't know if that's the right color for the next day in August, but I do have gotten all through the months. Yeah, July was warm, no cool days in July, but so there's my progress on that project. And then the other one, after I was done with my sampler, the other one I spent quite a bit of time on was my Sunflower Fairy. And I just want to say it's on Lakeside Linen 32 count vintage autumn gold. So here is where she is right now. So I had taken her to the needle workshop when I met with Olivia and Rose, and I was looking for the color for the wings, and the lady that worked at the shop helped me pick out metallic, because the original pattern calls for a blue Kreinik, and I just did not like it. And so the lady and I looked through, she just kept pulling colors. She was wonderful. And we decided on a lavender, because this color right down at the bottom of her skirt is a very deep grape color. So we thought that the lavender would kind of pick that up. So I stitched almost her whole wing, and I decided I did not like that either. And so I looked up images of this pattern and saw one that did kind of a copper color for the wings. So I went to a local thrift shop, and I've mentioned this one before. It's called The Legacy. It's in Sebastopol, California. It is a thrift shop that only has crafting items. And I've gotten a couple finds there, so I went out there just to see what they had, and they have quite a bit of DMC, and I'm going to go back for silk threads they have there, or floss, I should say, on these little bobbins. So I got these two that I'm combining. This is a really old Krennic blending filament. And then this is a Madeira metallic floss. So I'm combining the two of them. I thought this by itself, if I doubled it, it just was too solid of a color. So I like how these two combine to get the effect in her wings. I think you might be able to see a little bit of the sparkle. So she's coming along really well, but I think I'm about to put her away and maybe pull out my Eli project or maybe something else. I have a few whips that have seen no attention in a long time, so I might work on that. And another thing I wanted to say about her was I did her skin 1/1, and I just was watching Teresa Little Stitcher's recent video where she was talking about doing 1/1 on a Mirabilia. Of course, this is a Nora Corbett that I got off Hirschner's, and I would totally recommend. I think it was only $4.99. I really do like this pattern. I think she is so pretty. But this 32 count linen doing 1/1, her face and chest came out really nice, but her arms are a stinking mess. And Teresa had a really hard time with the arms on the Mirabilia she's working on. Can't think of the name of it. Rose something. Beautiful, beautiful piece. And I agree. If you can see, her arms are just kind of lumpy. I followed the pattern, but I think I'm going to go in and just add in stitches on both sides and try to straighten them out some. I'd even thought about doing the back stitch for her arms, just one big long length, because I tried just doing it over two and it looked terrible. Teresa ended up doing it over one, so I might try that too after I add in a little bits to straighten her arms out. But that I think if it was a little bit bigger fabric and more even, the threads in this linen are really uneven, which I don't mind at all, but for 1/1 skin, it just does not look nice, I don't think. So anyway, that is my 3 FFOs, my 1 FO, and my 2 current whips. So while I was at Needle in a Haystack with Rose and Olivia, hi Rose, hi Olivia, that was so much fun. I feel like we're 3 very different people. Rose and I actually are the same age. Olivia's much younger, but we just chat, went out, got lunch, came back. Time flew. We opened the place up and closed it down, practically, but we just had a great time. So while I was there, these are the items that I got. I did show that I had purchased Classic Color Works, and a fancy DMC, I believe I said, and I'm searching now for the pattern. You may recall I had these, here it is, Giggly Wiggles, and I thought I would get the fabric and then get some of the nicer flosses for the reindeer rather than DMC. I'm going to do anything that's more solid in DMC. I'm not going to get the specialty floss, but I did get the Caterpillar for that, the Classic Color Works, and then this DMC also. It's a nice variegation to give some different colors for that. So that's what I got. And then for the fabric, it's my first Silver Sparkle, it says. I'm sure you can't see the sparkle, but it is FF linen, 32 count fabric flare, natural Silver Sparkle, 32 count. So I got that piece that I'm going to put all 3 of the patterns on it. Last time I said I wasn't going to get any more of these, but someone mentioned that it was a trilogy. There was 3 of them, so the last time I did an order at Stony Creek to get my Christmas freebie, I went ahead and got the 3rd one, and it's snowmen. So it's really cute. So anyway, I thought a little sparkle for something holiday would be pretty. And then this is the pattern I got. I'll take it out. I just thought this was a very sweet little sampler. Live Simply. Who's it by? Brenda Gervais. So I thought that was really cute. So I got that pattern. And then I love Little House Needleworks. Love them. And Country Cottage Needleworks. So I got this Honeybee sampling. I thought this was really sweet also. And I also picked up this Lizzie Kate, which I think this is my first Lizzie Kate. I don't have any of them. So, stitching forever, housework whenever. It's a common motto for us stitchers. So, I thought that was sweet. My last little grab, after we were done stitching outside, it was a beautiful day. We stitched outside on the picnic tables, and then we went back in for one last little shop before they closed their doors, and so this is all I got. And then also, I use a needle threader, and when I go to the Needle in a Haystack, I always get these little threaders. I can't have enough of them. I put a thread through them to try to not lose them, but I've lost a few. So every time I go, I pick up a couple of those, almost every time I go. And then this is my needle of choice. I like the John James 28 Petites, the small, so that I'm just used to it. And hopefully I use less floss, waste less floss. Then I also picked up this Cross Stitch and Needlework magazine. I subscribed to it. I'm pretty sure I did when I got home. But I thought they have really nice. And I got this is the spring 2006, so it's an older one, but I thought I liked the coffee patterns on it. So anyway, that's what I got there that day. And then I recently, well, here, let me show you my Stony Creek order. This was the July free pattern, and then because we pay shipping, this is the snowman of the trilogy, so pretty cute. So now I have all 3. I'm gonna do them all on that one piece of fabric. And then I recently was over in the area of Alameda, so I went back to the needlework shop. And when I was there previously, I had asked them to order these 2 Little House Needlework projects, and they were in, so I just picked them up. And they're ones we all know. It's Home of the Needleworker 2. I think this one is, yeah. Home of the Needleworker 2. And then Home of the Needleworker. Our name is Diane Williams, right? And I got some of the Specialty Fibers Classic Colorworks for that pattern. So these are the ones I got. Probably are not going to show up too good, but I thought there was some variation in those, so I thought it was worth splurging on those for the Home of the Needleworker 2. And then the other one I bought was the ABC Samplers Little House Needleworks, the first in that series. I know Vanna is working them on one piece of fabric, so when I saw that, I grabbed it. I thought it was so cute. And you know what? I'm going to reverse. I brought this up to show you the picture of the Sunflower Fairy. So you can see her in blue with her blue wings there, which They look cute, but I just don't like it. So anyway, I like how my copper ones are turning out. So anyway, I did a little shopping on Stash Unload, and I guess my needlework portion of this video is over. Now it's haul, haul, haul. I have a ton of haul. And I have something I have to tell you about that I did today you are not going to believe. But before I get to that, this was from one seller on Stash Unload. It's the Drawn Thread Generosity, and it's this cute little, you're probably not going to be able to see it, cute little a photo sampler, band sampler with little sheep on it. I thought it was really cute. And then this 101 Christmas cross-stitch designs. They are really cute. And this Better Homes and Garden cross-stitch and needlework from 1999. But I love that angel. I think it is so cute. I've been watching Suzette, the Primitive Stitcher, and the Primitive Americana. This stuff is catching my eye because I need more to stitch. Anyway, so I bought this magazine just for the cover photo, and then inside it there is, should mark the page. Come on, where is it? Oh, maybe it was in something else. Oh, you know what? I'm mistaken. I bought another one. Thought it was in, oh, here it is. Okay. So check this out. Is this just not right up my alley? Look at that piece. So cute with those birdhouses, the birds, sunflowers. Oh my gosh. And those two little ones too. So cute. So anyway, those were a surprise. I didn't know what was inside, but I thought she was pretty cute. And then also, I had shown you the Marjolaine Baston pieces I got up in Ferndale, at the Foggy Bottoms yarn shop. So this was also one I had wanted. It's the whole garden piece, but I don't think I'll stitch her name in. I'll have to figure out to put something else in there, or just leave it blank maybe. I don't know. I didn't really care for that, but I was happy to get that for a great price. And then I had quite a while ago seen this at a bookstore, and I thought, well, it was more than I wanted to pay, so I went on Amazon and found it. And I don't remember seeing anyone else show this book, so I'm going to do a little page flip through of it. It's called Stitch Graffiti, and it's kind of different. Who's it by? Heather Holland Daly. So it's a nice little book. I like, the one thing she showed was how, what does she call them? Oh, hand-dyed threads, but the different way that they stitch up. I thought that was kind of cool to see, depending on how you stitch them. She has some finishing techniques, but let's see. You know, I'm sure she's a younger designer. Oh, this is one of my favorites. Be careful. It says, I kiss better than I cook. So, kiss the cook. I kiss better than I cook. I like that. Holly Jolly. Follow your truth. Really colorful. I like these. Earth Laughs in Flowers. On a bad day, there's always lipstick. Cute. Shine on Harvest Moon. Right, that's a cute finish idea. Pretty simple. Relish the night. Sorry, the glare is not good, but it's good lighting anyway. Let's see. And then she kind of does some, she does these patches, but here's that piece on the cover. That's cute. Oh, boy. There's a cute butterfly. Flutterby, flutterby. Oh, there. Let's see. And just some geometric things. This one she calls stuff. This chapter's stuff. That's cute. Colorful flower. Bloomer, that's what that one's called. No fly zone. Cute, done on the clean, hopefully, fabric of a fly swatter. Home is where my bed is. Cute. That might be it. But anyway, this was the book. It's different, but I really like it. So if you're interested, you could find it on Amazon. Unexpected Cross Stitch. And then Stitchy May had shown one of these books, and she got one for a really good price. I can't remember where she got it. And this was a couple of videos ago of hers, and I thought it was really neat. So I went online and found there was 4 of them in series. So they are the Heritage Village Collection. They are the Department 56 Christmas Village houses that people decorate their homes with that are beautiful. But it's all of the different houses in their series. This is the North Pole series done in cross stitch. So it shows the house, and then it shows it in, like here is sleds and skates. That's what the actual house looks like. And then here's their version in cross stitch. So for those of you who like to stitch houses, these again are on Amazon, very cheap. The expensive part is the shipping. I bought them all from one seller, but I believe they make money on the shipping, and so they wouldn't discount it at all. But for, I think it was for $15, I got all 4 books. And this is the New England Village series. I'll show you one of those. So here is Pigeon Head Lighthouse. There's the house itself. And here is the stitched version. And then the Christmas in the City series. So I'm assuming these all exist in, you know, the houses that people have for decorations. There's glare. So that is the Heritage Museum of Art. And then here it is in the stitched version. And then the last one is the Dickens Village series. Let's see, the Old Curiosity Shop, and then in stitched version. So that's kind of neat. They're they seem fairly simple, not a whole lot of color variations. Pretty straightforward, so they wouldn't be too hard to stitch. Obviously, everything we stitch takes forever, but anyway. So now I'm down to what I did this morning. Well, I did it yesterday. So you probably know this. You can set an alert on Craigslist. So if something is listed with whatever search you might put in, you're sent an email that someone has listed something with that contains that search. And so I have an alert of cross stitch. So anytime there's anything listed with cross stitch in it, and there's some odd things that pop up, I get an email. And so I saw last weekend, I got an email that had a listing for a whole bunch of cross stitch, a big collection, and the description was this gal's mother had passed away a few years ago. She was going through her things finally, and she had this bunch of cross stitch that she was wanting to sell, get rid of, because she just is not crafty at all. So I didn't want to get it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. And then yesterday I had some free time and I thought, oh, I'll just it's still listed. I kept going back and looking. I wanted someone else to have it, but it was still there. So I texted her and I offered her a little bit less, as I always need to get a bargain. But still, it was a bargain, and she countered my offer. I actually offered her half the amount she was asking, hoping she'd say no, and that would be the end of it. But she countered, and so we agreed to get together this morning, and I bought her mother's collection of cross-stitch. I'm not going to show you everything because there's so much stuff, but it came in a huge tote that was heavy. A huge tote. So part of the things, there are some really old patterns that are all handwritten that her mother must have been elderly. This nice gal was only in her 40s, so I'm assuming there was a big age difference or something. But so some of it I'm not going to show you. It's all hand drawn pattern. You know, they're purchased patterns, but they're, you know, you could tell they're very old. There was kits, fabric, and floss. So I'm just going to show you the kits that have not even been opened. And current, I have never seen a current kit. I used to buy current, 30 years ago. The paper goods, cards and stuff. I've never seen them. I Googled them and can't even get any to come up. So there was all these kits, again, not even opened. And I actually bought this at another thrift store, so this is a duplicate. And then, my little birdie, so cute. So anyway, and this is on a pretty color. It's kind of taupe colored, Ada. So those are kits. And this is, I got these, falling out, fabric, 4 of these Ada Plus. It says that you can cut it without fraying. Very kind of interesting. It's like a piece of paper almost. It's got some kind of finishing on it. So we got 4 of those. We got 2 white, a green, and a red. So for Christmas. Got a piece of, I guess, Afghan. Or, oh, you know what? I think it's like a baby Afghan. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh, I thought, I'd been thinking about it when I'd seen the picture of this posting that it was just going to be Ada, Ada, Ada. I'm like, not my favorite. I'm liking linen and even weave. I love even weave, but so I didn't think I'd get anything but Aida, but there actually was some other fabrics. This one, I'm not sure if, I mean, this thing's really long and huge. It's a 25 count linen from Denmark. This is a piece of blue Aida. And then these, check this out. These are all, none of them are huge pieces. They're, 12 by 17, 12 by 12, but a variety of fabrics. Hardanger, 22 count, 18 count, just a huge variety, but it's kind of fun to get some colored. So if anyone ever sees me buying another piece of fabric other than Under the Sea Fabrics, I'm going to continue to get that. But oh my gosh, I just put a alert on your Craigslist. I mean, you just never know. I just left it there because I just, in case something like this ever came along, I did not want to miss out. Oh, but wait, there's more. She had shown in the picture some floss, so I've got there's a couple odd Trident floss. There's a couple odd ones, but they're also a lot of, they are old, so I'll probably, just keep them separate, but they're definitely going in my stash of DMC. I mean, look at this. And I told her, actually, our mothers have the same name, so I asked her what her mother's name was, and her mother's name is the same as my mother's name, so I said, well, when I use her stuff, I'll think of her. She had wanted it to go to somebody who would appreciate it, and I so did. Look at this. This is just ridiculous, and all these kits have it. Look at these. Oh my gosh. Am I not the most luckiest person in Sonoma County? I am amazed. I let it sit there. I wasn't going to jump on it. I thought if somebody else came across this, that would be a good thing, but I did. So, a couple other things. I got this at a thrift store, and I don't think I've ever talked about my love of goats, but when I was a kid, we had goats. Not a lot, but we've had a few. As an adult even, my husband and I had a goat when we lived in the country, Sweet Pea. And so when I came across this pattern that had a goat in it, I just couldn't resist. And then look at this one. Oh my gosh, a little kid. So cute. So cute. And this is a Nubian goat. They have really long ears, and that's my favorite kind of goat. That's the kind of, we had different kinds of goats when I was a kid, but that was one we had, and they're so cute. So anyway, I got that. I had to pay $1 for that. But you know me, I would have paid more. But anyway, so it's an old pattern. And then one last thing I showed on my this needle minder I got from Bev Palette PC. She has an Etsy store, and so that's one of the needle minders I got, and I'll put a link to her Etsy store. I'm not going to remember the name of it. Crafter's Waypoint. I'll put a link, so look for that. But look at this little guy. I was going to give it to my cat friend because I've given her some cross stitch to try to get her going on it, but it hasn't really stuck, so I might just keep this little guy. It was her birthday, and I forgot to give it to her, but look at this little cutie. And look how cute Bev packaged it on a little card with a needle. So cute. So go check out her Etsy store. Oh my gosh, she was so sweet. She threw in a couple extras for me, but so cute. So oh my gosh, I think that's it. I don't know what else to say other than another one take video. Oh. I would like to make making videos easier. I've been listening to the behind the scenes tag videos, and we all agree this takes a bit of time to do, but it's fun. It's worth it. I just want to say, if you've stuck around this far, I thank you so much for your time in watching this video. There are so many Flosstubers out there now that you know, if you stopped and clicked play on my video, I appreciate that. I hope you've enjoyed my work here, my haul. Don't be too jealous. Oh my gosh. But thank you for the comments. I love the comments. I love the community, the likes, subscribing. It's so much fun. So thank you so much for your time. Have a great rest of your August. Happy stitching. Bye.